Ladies and gentlemen, success is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone willing to embrace the right habits, mindset, and actions. Becoming a successful woman is not about luck or waiting for the right opportunity. It's about personal growth, discipline, and taking responsibility for your future. Success begins in the mind before it ever shows up in reality. Everything you have or don't have right now is a reflection of your thinking. The thoughts you entertain, the beliefs you hold, and the way you interpret challenges will determine the quality of your life. If you want to achieve success, the first thing you must do is take control of your mindset. Most people go through life reacting instead of creating. They allow circumstances to dictate their emotions, their choices, and ultimately, their results. A successful woman, on the other hand, understands that her mind is her greatest asset. She doesn't wait for success to find her. She conditions her mind to think, act, and respond in ways that bring success closer. One of the biggest mental shifts you must make is to believe that success is possible for you. Too many people limit themselves before they even start. They tell themselves stories about why they can't do it. Wrong background, not enough resources, too late to start, too many obstacles. But the truth is, success doesn't care where you come from. It only responds to those who are willing to do the work. The first step is to rewire your thinking. Instead of saying, I can't, train yourself to ask, how can I? Instead of saying, I'm not good enough, remind yourself, I can learn, I can grow, I can improve. Your mind is like a garden. If you don't plant the right seeds, weeds will grow automatically. Negative thoughts, doubts, and fears will creep in if you don't take charge of what you allow into your mental space. This is why personal development is not optional, it's essential. Feed your mind daily with books, podcasts, and conversations that stretch your thinking. Surround yourself with people who uplift you rather than drain you. Pay attention to what you consume, because everything you expose yourself to is either strengthening or weakening your mindset. Another key to mastering your mindset is learning to manage your emotions. Life will not always go as planned. There will be setbacks, failures, and disappointments. But how you respond to those moments makes all the difference. A person with an unshakable mindset doesn't let temporary failures define them. They learn, they adjust, and they keep moving forward. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success. It's a necessary part of the journey. Successful people don't dwell on problems. They focus on solutions. They don't let a bad day turn into a bad week, month, or year. They have the mental discipline to shift their perspective, find the lesson, and keep going. They train themselves to see opportunities where others see obstacles. When others complain about challenges, they ask, what's the opportunity here? This shift in thinking changes everything. Self-doubt is one of the biggest killers of potential, and it often comes from years of conditioning. Maybe someone told you that you weren't smart enough. Maybe you grew up in an environment where success seemed impossible. But understand this, your past does not define your future. The only thing that defines your future is the mindset you choose to adopt right now. If you believe you can, you will find a way. If you believe you can't, you won't even try. Either way, you'll prove yourself right. Mastering your mindset also means taking control of your self-talk. Pay attention to the words you use, both out loud and in your mind. If you constantly tell yourself you're overwhelmed, stressed, or not good enough, guess what? You'll start acting in ways that align with those beliefs. But if you start affirming that you are capable, resourceful, and unstoppable, your actions will follow suit. Developing a winning mindset is not about ignoring reality or pretending that challenges don't exist. It's about training yourself to rise above limitations and take charge of your destiny. It's about choosing to focus on what you can do rather than what you can't. It's about making the decision every single day to think, act, and believe like the successful woman you are becoming. It all starts with the mind. When you master your mindset, success is no longer a question of if, it's only a matter of when. Taking responsibility is the foundation of all success. It is the realization that your life is in your hands and that no one else is coming to save you, fix your problems, or hand you the life you desire. The moment you decide to take full ownership of your actions, your choices, and your results, everything changes. You move from being a victim of circumstances to being the creator of your destiny. This shift in thinking is what separates those who succeed from those who stay stuck. Too many people go through life blaming external factors for their situation. They blame their upbringing, the economy, their boss, their spouse, or even bad luck. While it's true that life can be unfair and that challenges arise that are beyond our control, focusing on blame does nothing to change the situation. It only keeps you stuck. A successful woman refuses to waste energy on things she cannot change. Instead, she focuses on what she can control: her mindset, her effort, and her decisions. When you take responsibility, you no longer wait for the perfect circumstances to take action. You stop waiting for someone to recognize your potential, for the economy to improve, or for luck to be on your side. You understand that success is not something that happens to you. It is something you create through consistent effort and smart choices. This means owning both your successes and your failures. It means looking at every result in your life, good or bad, and saying, this is on me. Taking responsibility also means refusing to make excuses. Excuses are the easy way out. They allow you to justify why you're not where you want to be, but they also keep you from ever moving forward. Successful people don't waste time explaining why they can't do something. They focus on figuring out how they can. If they lack skills, they learn. If they lack resources, they get creative. If they face obstacles, they find a way around them. The moment you stop making excuses and start taking ownership, doors begin to open. One of the most powerful aspects of responsibility is understanding that your current situation is a result of past choices. This is a tough pill to swallow because it's easier to believe that life just happened to you. But when you accept that your past decisions, big and small, have shaped where you are today, you also realize something liberating. If your past choices got you here, your future choices can take you anywhere you want to go. You are not stuck. You are not powerless. You have the ability to change your trajectory at any moment. This applies to every area of life, career, relationships, health, and personal growth. If your finances are a mess, it's not the economy's fault. It's time to take responsibility for how you manage money, your spending habits, and your financial education. If your relationships are filled with conflict or unfulfilling connections, it's time to take responsibility for the type of people you allow in your life, how you communicate, and the standards you set. If you're not where you want to be in your career, instead of blaming circumstances, ask yourself what skills you need to develop, what effort you need to put in, and what actions you need to take to move forward. Taking responsibility also means being honest with yourself. It's easy to deceive yourself into thinking that external factors are the reason you're not making progress, but deep down you know the truth. Maybe you haven't been as disciplined as you should be. Maybe you've let fear hold you back. Maybe you've been waiting for the right time instead of creating the right time. Owning up to these realities is not about self-blame, it's about self-empowerment. The moment you acknowledge the truth, you gain the power to change it. The best part of taking full responsibility is that it puts you in control of your future. Instead of being reactive, you become proactive. Instead of hoping things will change, you take action to make them change. You stop feeling helpless and start feeling empowered. You recognize that success is not a matter of luck, talent, or circumstances. It is a matter of responsibility. And the more you embrace it, the more unstoppable you become. Learning is the foundation of growth, and growth is the foundation of success. The moment you stop learning, you stop improving. And when you stop improving, you limit your potential. A successful woman understands that education does not end with a diploma or a degree. It is a lifelong commitment. The world is constantly changing. Industries evolve, new ideas emerge, and those who refuse to keep learning will inevitably fall behind. The commitment to learning is not just about acquiring knowledge. It is about staying relevant, sharpening your mind, and becoming the kind of person who attracts success. Everything you want to achieve is tied to something you don't yet know, whether it's financial success, career growth, personal development, or better relationships. The key lies in learning. If you struggle with money, the answer is not just working harder, but learning how to manage, invest, and grow your wealth. If you feel stuck in your career, the answer is not waiting for an opportunity, but learning new skills, gaining knowledge, and positioning yourself for success. The solution to almost every problem you face is available in a book, a podcast, a mentor, or an experience, but only for those who are willing to seek it out. Successful people approach learning with curiosity and discipline. They understand that knowledge does not just come to them, they must actively pursue it. They don't wait for someone to teach them, they take initiative. They read books, attend seminars, take courses, and surround themselves with people who challenge their thinking. They understand that their mind is like a muscle. If they don't use it, it weakens. But if they exercise it regularly by exposing themselves to new ideas, it grows stronger, sharper, and more powerful. One of the biggest obstacles to learning is ego. Too many people believe they already know enough. They resist new ideas because they are comfortable with what they already believe. They avoid feedback because they don't want to be wrong. But success requires humility, ability to admit that you don't know everything, and the willingness to learn from anyone, anywhere, at any time. The most successful people are those who remain students of life. They ask questions, seek advice, and welcome constructive criticism because they know that every lesson brings them closer to their goals. Another critical part of committing to learning is applying what you learn. Knowledge without action is useless. Many people read books, attend workshops, or listen to motivational talks, but they never put those ideas into practice. They collect information but fail to implement it. True learning happens when you take what you've learned and use it to improve your life. When you read a book, don't just highlight quotes, apply the lessons. When you receive advice, don't just nod in agreement, take action. When you learn a new skill, don't just admire it, put it to use. The most powerful learning often comes from experience. Mistakes and failures are some of the best teachers if you are willing to learn from them. Too many people fear failure, but those who are truly committed to learning see failure as feedback. Every setback, every rejection, every challenge carries a lesson. Instead of getting discouraged, they ask, what can I learn from this? They analyze what went wrong, adjust their approach, and move forward smarter and stronger. Committing to learning also means staying adaptable. The world is changing faster than ever, and those who refuse to evolve will be left behind. Technology is advancing, industries are shifting, and new opportunities are emerging every day. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. The most successful people are those who stay ahead of the curve by continuously learning, adapting, and upgrading their skills. They don't cling to old ways just because they are familiar. They embrace change, explore new ideas, and seek better ways of doing things. Learning is a choice. It is a daily habit, not a one-time event. It requires discipline, effort, and an open mind. It requires seeking knowledge, applying it, and growing from every experience. The more you learn, the more valuable you become. The more valuable you become, the more opportunities you attract. And the more opportunities you attract, the more success you create. Success is never a solo journey. The people you surround yourself with have a direct impact on your mindset, your habits, and ultimately your results. No one achieves greatness alone, and those who understand the power of relationships position themselves for greater opportunities, deeper fulfillment, and long-term success. Building strong relationships is not just about networking or socializing. It's about intentionally connecting with the right people, adding value to others, and surrounding yourself with individuals who push you to grow. The first step in building strong relationships is understanding that the quality of your connections matters more than the quantity. Some people collect acquaintances like trophies, thinking that the more people they know, the more successful they will be. But real power lies in depth, not breadth. A handful of meaningful, supportive relationships will take you further than 1,000 shallow connections. The goal is to build a circle of people who challenge you, inspire you, and help you become the best version of yourself. One of the most important lessons in relationships is that you attract what you are. If you want to be surrounded by ambitious, positive, and successful individuals, you must first become the kind of person they would want in their circle. This means cultivating a strong work ethic, maintaining a positive attitude, and continuously improving yourself. Like attracts like, and people are naturally drawn to those who uplift and challenge them. If you focus on becoming someone of value, you will naturally attract valuable relationships. A strong relationship is built on trust, respect, and mutual benefit. Too many people approach relationships with a "what can I get" mindset rather than "how can I add value." The key to forming meaningful connections is to give first. Be the kind of person who supports, encourages, and helps others without expecting anything in return. The more you give, the more people will want to support you in return. This doesn't mean allowing yourself to be taken advantage of. It means building relationships on generosity and goodwill, knowing that what you put out into the world will come back to you. Communication is another critical factor in strong relationships. The ability to listen, understand, and express yourself clearly will set you apart. People want to feel heard, valued, and respected. Too often conversations become one-sided, with people waiting for their turn to speak rather than genuinely listening. The best relationships are built on mutual understanding, where both parties feel seen and appreciated. Learn to listen actively, ask thoughtful questions, and show genuine interest in others. When people feel that you truly care, they will naturally want to build a connection with you. It's also essential to be selective about who you allow into your inner circle. Not everyone deserves a front row seat in your life. Some people drain your energy, discourage your dreams, and bring negativity into your world. Successful individuals know when to distance themselves from toxic relationships. Surrounding yourself with the right people means choosing those who lift you up, hold you accountable, and push you to be better. If someone is constantly bringing negativity, drama, or self-doubt into your life, it may be time to reevaluate that relationship. Strong relationships are built on consistency. It's not enough to connect with someone once and expect a lasting bond. Great relationships require effort, checking in, offering support, and being present. In a world where everyone is busy, small gestures make a big difference. A simple message, a kind word, or a thoughtful action can strengthen a connection over time. Relationships are like investments. The more you nurture them, the more valuable they become. Another crucial aspect of building strong relationships is learning to handle conflict with maturity. Disagreements are inevitable, but how you respond to them determines whether a relationship strengthens or falls apart. Successful people approach conflict with a mindset of resolution rather than destruction. They communicate openly, seek understanding, and focus on solutions rather than blame. They don't allow pride or ego to ruin meaningful connections. Instead, they work through differences with respect and a willingness to grow. Opportunities in life often come through people. The right connection can open doors you never imagined. A recommendation from a mentor can lead to a dream job. A friendship can provide emotional support during tough times. A mastermind group can challenge you to reach new heights. The stronger your relationships, the more opportunities you create for success. The key is to be intentional, to surround yourself with the right people, and to always bring value to every connection you make. Success is not the result of a single big move. It's the result of small, consistent actions taken over time. Too many people get caught up in the idea of making a huge leap, waiting for the perfect moment, or searching for a magic shortcut to success. But the truth is, success is built on daily effort, discipline, and persistence. No matter how much you learn, how talented you are, or how big your dreams may be, nothing will change unless you take action. The key is not just action, but consistent action. Consistency is what separates those who achieve their goals from those who only talk about them. Anyone can take action once in a while, but real success comes from showing up day after day, even when it's difficult, even when motivation is low, and even when progress seems slow. Small actions repeated over time lead to massive results. Whether it's improving your skills, building a business, getting in shape, or mastering a craft, the formula is the same: commit to doing the work every single day. One of the biggest challenges people face is waiting for motivation to strike. They tell themselves they will start when they feel ready, when they have more time, or when conditions are perfect. But waiting for motivation is a losing game, because motivation comes and goes. The most successful people don't rely on feelings to take action, they rely on discipline. They understand that some days will be hard, some days they won't feel like it, but they show up anyway. They take action because they've made a commitment, not because they feel like it. Taking consistent action also means embracing the process rather than just focusing on the end result. Many people get discouraged because they don't see immediate results. They start working out but don't see changes in a week, so they quit. They launch a business but don't make a profit right away, so they give up. But success doesn't happen overnight. It happens through persistence, learning from failures, and making adjustments along the way. When you focus on progress rather than perfection, you stay in the game long enough to see real results. Another important aspect of taking consistent action is setting clear, specific goals. Vague goals lead to vague actions, and vague actions lead to little or no progress. Instead of saying, "I want to be successful," define what success looks like for you. Instead of saying, "I want to get in shape," commit to exercising 3 times a week. Instead of saying, "I want to start a business," set a goal to make your first sale within 30 days. When your goals are specific, it's easier to take daily actions that move you forward. Consistency is also about creating habits that support your goals. Your habits determine your future. If you have habits that move you towards success, like reading daily, exercising regularly, networking, or practicing your skills, success will follow. On the other hand, if your habits are holding you back, procrastination, negative self-talk, unhealthy routines, you will struggle to make progress. The key is to replace unproductive habits with habits that align with your goals. Another major obstacle to taking consistent action is fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of not being good enough. These fears cause hesitation, and hesitation kills momentum. The way to overcome fear is through action. The more you take action, the more confident you become. The more you push through discomfort, the easier it gets. Fear loses its power when you face it head on and take action despite it. Success is not about doing everything perfectly. It's about showing up consistently, learning from mistakes, and making continuous progress. Even small actions, when done daily, create unstoppable momentum. The most successful people are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented. They are simply the ones who refuse to quit. They take action, they adjust, and they keep going no matter what. That is what leads to success. Time is the most valuable resource you have. Unlike money, opportunities, or possessions, once time is gone, it can never be recovered. Every successful person understands that managing time wisely is not just a skill, it is a necessity. The difference between those who achieve their goals and those who don't is often how they choose to use their time. Everyone has the same 24 hours in a day, but the way you use those hours determines the direction of your life. The first step in managing time wisely is recognizing that time is limited. Many people act as if they have an endless supply, wasting hours on distractions, unimportant tasks, or activities that do not move them toward their goals. But success requires intentionality. Every minute spent on something meaningless is a minute taken away from something valuable. Those who achieve great things do so because they prioritize what truly matters. They make conscious decisions about how they spend their time, ensuring that their energy is directed toward productive and meaningful activities. One of the most powerful tools for managing time effectively is setting clear priorities. Not all tasks are equal. Some contribute significantly to your success, while others have little to no impact. The key is to identify high-value activities and focus on them. A simple yet powerful strategy is the 80/20 rule, which states that 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. This means that a small percentage of your actions lead to the majority of your success. By identifying and prioritizing these high-impact activities, you can achieve more in less time. Another crucial aspect of time management is eliminating distractions. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. Social media, emails, unnecessary meetings, and mindless scrolling can consume hours of your day without you even realizing it. Successful people guard their time fiercely. They create focused work periods, turn off notifications, and set boundaries to protect their productivity. They understand that deep, focused work produces better results than constantly switching between tasks. Time blocking is another effective strategy for managing time wisely. This involves scheduling specific blocks of time for important tasks rather than working on them randomly throughout the day. By setting dedicated time slots for work, exercise, learning, and relaxation, you create structure and eliminate the chaos of an unorganized schedule. Time blocking also helps prevent procrastination because it establishes a clear plan for how your day will unfold. Successful time management also requires learning to say no. Many people overcommit themselves, agreeing to tasks, meetings, and responsibilities that do not align with their goals. While helping others and being involved in different activities is important, saying yes to everything can lead to overwhelm and burnout. High achievers know that their time is valuable, and they are not afraid to decline requests that do not serve their greater purpose. Every time you say yes to something unimportant, you are saying no to something that truly matters. Another key to managing time effectively is delegating and automating tasks whenever possible. Many people try to do everything themselves, but this often leads to exhaustion and inefficiency. Successful individuals understand that their time is best spent on high-level activities that align with their strengths. They delegate repetitive or low-value tasks to others, whether it's outsourcing work, using productivity tools, or streamlining processes. This allows them to focus on what truly moves them forward. Time management is also about maintaining balance. Being productive does not mean working endlessly without rest. Rest and rejuvenation are just as important as hard work. The most successful people schedule time for self-care, relaxation, and personal growth. They understand that burnout reduces efficiency and creativity. Managing time wisely means creating a schedule that includes both focused work and intentional rest so that energy and motivation remain high. Managing time wisely is about taking control of your day instead of letting your day control you. It is about making intentional choices, eliminating time wasters, prioritizing high-impact activities, and staying disciplined. Those who master time management achieve more, stress less, and create a life that aligns with their goals and aspirations. Success is not about luck, talent, or waiting for the right opportunity. It is about making intentional choices every single day. It is about mastering your mindset, taking responsibility, committing to learning, building strong relationships, taking consistent action, managing time wisely, and staying focused on your goals. Each of these principles works together to create a strong foundation for success. The journey to success is not always easy, but it is always worth it. There will be obstacles, challenges, and moments of doubt, but those who stay committed, disciplined, and resilient will always find a way forward. The key is to keep growing, keep pushing, and never settle for less than you are capable of achieving. Greatness is not reserved for a select few. It is available to anyone willing to put in the work. Your future is shaped by the decisions you make today. Choose to believe in yourself, take bold steps toward your goals, and build a life of purpose, fulfillment, and success. Everything you need is already within you. Now it is up to you to take action and make it happen.